Which Shadowverse Worlds Beyond Legendary would be the worst to get executed by? That's sort of the topic of discussion today. I was watching some Northern Lion clips, and he did it for actual executions, and it was depressing. But this is fictional, so it's not as bad, okay? So this is what we're gonna do. We got these multiple tiers. We got die with a smile, acceptable, rather not, mildly disturbing, bad, and just send me to hell. This is every legendary in the game, okay? So let's take a look. Starting off with Linkle. Linkle, I think Linkle is pretty bad. Because she's like chipping you down bit by bit, right? Like she's draining your health bit by bit until you wither away. That's pretty bad. What's the lore? What do we got on the lore? Steward of the Unknowing. Oh, and she's mean. She's smarter than you and she's mean about it. Okay. That's not great. But if you think about it, draining your life force, that's like regular aging. Getting your life force drained is like aging regular style. It's like in Indiana Jones 3 where you touch the wrong cup and you go old mode. You go oldo mode. It's still pretty bad. I don't like it. It's still pretty bad. I'm going to put that in mildly disturbing, I think. It's not the worst. I mean, out of the ones that are on here, man, it's certainly not the worst. Don't worry about it, okay? Ewiar. Okay, I don't know much about Grand Blue lore. What's Ewiar all about? Ewiar is a dragon, right? Wind personified. Okay. I don't think it's that big of a deal. Ewiar's dragon form is so big. You would just get eaten immediately and die, right? Frankly, it's acceptable. I think it's acceptable. It's kind of fine. Wind that can tear cities. Yeah, you would literally. I feel like you would die almost instantly. Any Grand Blue lore historians can tell me if that's true or not. I feel like you would literally die almost instantly and it's fine. It would be kind of painless. Next up we have, let's see. What is this? This is Wolfrod. The noble thing to do is to concede victory, draw the old maid, end the game. World's topsy-turvy and straight is curvy. What? Okay, this guy sounds annoying. Honestly, if I had to die to this guy, I'd be a little upset. Listen, I like Wolfrod. I think he's a fun character. But if I was like on the gallows and my executor was Wolfrod, he'd be like quipping at me. He'd be like making fun of me and saying shit like this. It seems annoying. Like, I'm gonna go rather not. Doesn't seem as bad as getting your life force drained out of you. What is this tier list? It's how good would it be to be executed by these legendaries? Like, if you were on the chopping block, which one would be the best to die to? Okay, Velharia. I'm a little worried about Velharia. Doesn't she send you to the goddamn Shadow Realm? You get banished from the world? Where do you go? What? Where do you go? It looks like a black hole. Yeah, okay, getting transported to the event horizon of a black hole. Not great. Not great. I don't love it. I don't love it. That's actually pretty bad. That's pretty bad. I'm gonna put that in bad. That's worse than getting your life force drained out of you, I think. Actually, getting your life force drained out of you is also pretty. Putting that down, those are both pretty bad. Hey, at least when you get banished to a black hole, you get to be one of the few people in the universe who gets to see a black hole. That's kind of cool, like up close. Okay, I'm happy with that. Phylline. Frozen to death? Frozen to death that's not great. That's not great, man. Frozen to death? That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. I think getting teleported to a black hole and getting your life force drained out of you, worse. Definitely worse. Because, okay, here's the thing. Frozen to death? Comprehensible death. It's comprehensible. You can understand it. It seems a bit mundane. Getting your life force drained out of you and getting teleported to a black hole, kind of horrors beyond comprehension. So I'm going to put Phylline in mildly disturbing. It's kind of fine. Okay? Shamnaha. That can't be good. One, she's an encroacher. She's an encroacher. She's an outer god. Love thine equal, together we make our beautiful nest. Hold up. Wait, she's a spider. One, she's a spider. Two, she's an outer god. But this is death by snoo-snoo. She's gonna succubus style suck your soul out of your body. The Glock 3000. That's downright acceptable, I think. Mildly disturbing. Nah, dude, thing is, listen. This is a tier list of how would you die? They're all bad, okay? I don't want to die. None of these are good, but I mean, if you're gonna die, like let me be clear. We're not rating these deaths versus living, okay? Living, if it was rating it versus living, they would all be bad. The presupposition is that you're dying, but which ones are acceptable, okay? Enveloped in our love, become our children, behold the great entwining. Our influence spreads to the four corners, gather my children, be entwined. I have a question. Is this death by snoo-snoo? Or does she mean literal entwining and then she makes you into a nest for spiders? Because death by snoo-snoo, frankly acceptable. Becoming a nest for spiders, that's one of the worst. Hold up. World lies on the brink, but don't fret. Once our nest is complete, borders and wars will melt away into us, spider who is one in all. I think you become spiders, man. I almost got jebaited. I think you become spiders. Yeah, just send me straight to hell, okay? I don't want this shit. That's maybe the worst one so far. That's really bad. Imari. Okay, now we're talking. Imari turns you into a little guy? At first, they acted up a little, but I forgave them since they said sorry. Okay. Not great. That's not great. That means that there's a little bit of you still in there. There's a little bit of you still in there. That's a little disturbing, I think. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. You lose the game and you turn into a little buddy. Are the buddies immortal? I don't think they're immortal. I think the buddies can die. Because otherwise, why would she keep making them? You know what I'm saying? I feel like if the buddies were immortal, she'd be satisfied with just a few. And she wouldn't make like 10 million of them. I think the buddies die. That's my guess. I don't know the full lore, but that's my guess. I don't think... She doesn't seem like she has that many buddies around her. She's got like 3 to 4 buddies at a time. I think you eventually die as a buddy. This is kind of fine. I wouldn't say die with a smile. I think that the possibility of an eternal existence as a little guy is not great. Because I don't know how the mechanisms of buddies work, but I think it's not great. But it's definitely, it seems painless. It seems painless. You kind of just get transfigured in like a poof of smoke. You're not like you're not getting hatched and made into a home for 5 million spiders. Like that's the worst one. You do have a sense of self. That's pretty bad. You have a bit of a sense of self. That is actually pretty bad. But honestly, you don't suffer. And I feel like you'd get used to it. Like if this is an eternal existence as a little guy playing games for eternity, that's kind of fine. I don't know. I think that's downright acceptable. That's probably... Listen, I would prefer to just get ended by Ewiar. Like Ewiar just like obliterates me with like Mach 20 wins and I die. Preferable. But an eternity as a playmate, that's kind of fine. That's fine. Okay, next. Amataz. Endless cycle of death and rebirth. This seems fine. Okay, because Amataz is immortal. We know this. Amataz can revert back to young Amataz at any point in time. We know this from Classic. So Amataz is immortal. But his victims, you would just be dead and fed to the trees. That's kind of fine. I think it would hurt more than Gale Force wins from Ewiar. For sure. For sure it would hurt more than Gale Force wins than Ewiar. But Amataz, let's see. Does his blade decay you? I don't think his blade decays you. There's nothing to prove that. I mean, it looks a bit magical. I feel like the magicalness of the blade would make it feel less bad. Gale Force winds, ripping you apart would be fine. Here's the thing. Ewiar is so powerful that I don't think I would feel it. And I would just be dead, and that's fine. Amatage, I feel like it would be a little bit more painful. I don't know how strong the enchantment on his sword is. I'm going to put that in rather not. The sword seems like it's enchanted with some bullshit. It might be bad. So I'm not sure. I'm going to put that in rather not. I think Wolfrod is worse. Because Wolfrod, I think, also might hang you. And that's pretty bad. Miroku. Where are we at? Wait, I have to switch to the... Okay. You fluttered into my garden. You catch more bugs with honey. How lonely is it deep in the closet among the spiders and cobwebs? Okay, so this is pretty bad. This is essentially the same as Shamnaha. But Shamnaha is killing you with cosmic spiders. And Miroku is killing you with actual spiders. That is not good. That is really not good. I guess the question is, what's worse? Cosmic spiders or regular spiders? I think regular spiders is worse. By quite a bit. At least cosmic spiders is novel. You'll be like, oh, this is cool. Okay. Kagemitsu. I mean, this is basically as good as it gets, I think. This is basically as good as it gets. An honorable death in a duel to the death. Am I tripping? I feel like this is as good as it gets. I don't think there's a single one better than this. He's got no bullshit enchantments on his sword. It's just a sword. He's got martial arts, yeah. But it's not like elven magic. I don't know about elven magic. It's you can't. Elven magic is like it's an X factor. A duel to the death with Kagemitsu? That's pretty good, man. I'm putting that in die with a smile. I feel like I'd be like, you know what I mean? Like it'd be like the thing where, you know, in a samurai movie where they like, shing, and then like, I would be the one to fall, and then he'd sheath his sword, and I'd be like, it was a good duel or something like that. That's pretty much acceptable. That might even be better than acceptable. Yeah, that's pretty much as good as it gets for now. But let's keep going. Octress, where are we at? Okay, so she is a deity. You gotta keep that in mind. Hunger for perpetual safety. Embrace your thirst. You guys know about Lord of the Rings? You know about the big fuck off spider that died because it was so hungry? And then it ate itself? I feel like Octress would do that to you. I feel like this would feel bad spiritually. Because she's making you feel hollow and unsatisfied. Remember your starvation and revive your thirst. This seems pretty bad, man. I feel like this would feel incredibly bad on like a spiritual level. You would suffer before you died to Octress, I think. This one's pretty bad. I don't think it's as bad as getting eaten by spiders. She's talking about stealing. Yeah, but okay, so if you're on the opposite side of Octress, then she's stealing from you. She's taking your... She's taking everything that makes you you, and then killing you with a knife. That's pretty bad, man. I'm gonna put that in bad. I think that is worse than Withering Away. Because Withering Away, you're still you when you're withering away. You're just like, oh, I'm turning to dust. Right? Octress is like destroying your mind before she kills you, I feel like. Whamdus. Okay, Whamdus is a dragon. What does her dragon look like? Drowning and crushing beneath the waves. She's also less powerful than Ewiar, right? I feel like Ewiar is so strong, you wouldn't even notice. You would literally just die in an instant. Whamdus is a jellyfish that shocks you and drowns you. That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad, man. That's pretty bad. That's about as bad as freezing to death, I think. Maybe slightly worse. I'm gonna put that in mildly disturbing. Okay. Yubei. Okay, everybody calm down. What's Yubei all about? Let's take a look. Teach you a game. Oh, you just sleep. You just sleep? This is a dream. This is the dream, man. That's die with a smile, man. That's actually that's acceptable. That's fully acceptable. That's die with a smile. Very good. Next, Galleon. Okay, Galleon, big mountain. I feel like you would die instantly. Because she's a big mountain. She just steps on you. You don't even feel it. That's actually better than Ewiar. Because Ewiar, Gale Force wins pretty bad. I mean, I feel like Ewiar is so powerful, you literally wouldn't feel it. But with Galleon, it's like, fine. Because I feel like with Ewiar, there is a chance for something to go wrong. I feel like with Galleon, you would die literally instantly. Okay. Yudi. Can she do anything? What is she anyway? Okay, this is a hot take. Yudi couldn't kill me. She doesn't do anything. Yudi couldn't kill me. I could kill her. Like, I don't want to, but if it's a fight to the death, I think I would win. She is a laser gun? No, she was a laser gun. She was a laser gun. She was a laser gun. She's Maiden Reborn. She's Maiden Reborn. She's not a laser gun anymore. She's just a guy. Okay, but that's not what the tier list is about. The tier list is about if you were to die at their hand, how would it feel? So, like, we would win in a fight against UD. But if it was like an execution, I think UD is acceptable. I know UD, honestly, it's acceptable. It's acceptable. Because canonically, she's our friend. I feel like she would regret it. She would be emotional about it. And it would feel like, it would almost feel like we're going out on not against our own terms. I would rather not get killed by a friend. Ooh, that's another angle about it. That's another angle about it I didn't think about. I feel like it would hurt. It would hurt to get got by one of your own. That's true. I didn't think about that angle. That would be a bad angle. Getting got by one of our own, that would feel pretty bad. Kind of a spiritual betrayal. Yeah, you know? That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. But it's not as bad as dying to electrical tidal waves and getting stung by a man-o-war. I'm going to put that in rather than not. Okay. Next up. Axia. Okay, so she's actually got lasers. She's actually got lasers. And right before you die, you get a concert. I feel like the lasers would be pretty painless. Now, that's borderline acceptable, man. I'm not happy about it, but at least I go out with a show. You can put that above AWR. Okay. Slouse. Oh, this is a tough one, man. See, I think the problem with Slouse and it's a real problem, is that because it's a gamble, you get hope. And that is tough, man. Like, that is tough. Oh, I feel like it would be a mental torment. If you lose this game, a wretched end awaits. That doesn't sound great. He's legitimately saying it. This seems pretty bad. This seems bad. This is not good. Like with the other ones, we kind of had to infer or imply. This is very bad. That's not good. I don't think it's as bad as getting impregnated with 10 million spiders. It's pretty bad though. I think it's better than Octress. Okay. Grimnir. Grimnir. Heavenly Gale. Mad Cyclone, inheritor of the Howling Tempest. Okay, so he's a Chuny. It's a bit annoying, but I feel like you would just die to either his spear or his winds. It's kind of like Ewiar. I don't think he's as strong as Ewiar. But I feel like you would kind of just die. It's not that big a deal. I think it's probably worse than Amataz. Because he would die, but he's annoying, first of all. Listen, I like Grimnir. But if he was my executor, that would be annoying, okay? It's about the context, okay? I feel like it's worse than Amataz because with Amataz, when you die, you can kind of justify it as like it's part of the greater good of the ecological system. You're feeding back into the trees. Grimnir, not only might you be dying a pointless death, but he would also be annoying about it. So I'm putting that in rather not. Okay. What's next? Gilnelis? Oh, that's gotta be one of the worst, man. That's bad. That is bad. Oh, Lord. That is not good, man. Hold up. Oh, the flavor text is the same. Okay. Ugh. I feel like she's gonna eat me. And like not in a Glock way, but like I will actually get eaten alive way. She'll make me lose despair and then eat me alive. That's not good, man. That is send me to hell, frankly. That might be worse than getting eaten. Is it worse than getting eaten by bugs? I think it's worse than getting eaten by cosmic bugs. Cosmic bugs, it's at least novel. Getting eaten alive by a person, that's really bad. I think regular bugs is worse though. Okay, next. Titania. She's the queen of all fairies. Queen of all fairies. Where are we at? You've done well to enter these lands. So here's the problem with Titania. She turns you into a fairy. It's not the worst. I mean, what's wrong with that? You turn into a fairy? That's kind of fine. It's not that bad. What usually happens when you play Titania is that you transform them into a fairy, and then you run their fairy into your fairy. So you get transformed into a fairy, and then you die in gladiatorial combat with another fairy. That's borderline acceptable. That's acceptable. That's straight up acceptable, I think. That's fine. I think the only thing I like it less than the Kagemitsu death. Because Kagemitsu, I'm fully me. It's an honorable trial by combat. right? I'm getting bested by an honorable swordsman. Titania is worse than Kagemitsu insofar as I'm not a human. It's some fairy bullshit. And I feel like that would feel bad because I kind of lose a sense of self a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm putting the... I think it is... Being a fairy is kind of novel, though. And you also get to be a fairy for a little bit right before you die. That's kind of okay. I think it's better than being crushed to death by a mountain. It's probably better than that. Okay. Gonna read the fairy lore. Okay, what's up? Beware of fairy tricks. They're just little tricksters. That's fine. Okay, next. Cruel. Living is tough. Let me replace that suffering with mindless pain. Oh, that's not good. That's not good, man. That is, That's literally just torture. That's pretty bad. That's wow. I did not realize how bad that was. That's incredibly bad. I think send me to hell. Just send me straight to hell. Cruel doesn't even kill you. It's just internal torture. That's the worst one. At least with the bugs, I die. That is the worst one. Honestly, I didn't expect that. I did not expect that to be the worst one. I thought we would not be able to beat getting eaten by bugs. But they got me. Zeta Bea. I mean, this is acceptable. This is incredibly acceptable. Yeah, this is totally fine. I have nothing bad to say about getting killed by Zeta Bea, especially after looking at Cruel's flavor text. That shit's insane. Better than Kagemitsu. See, I think Kagemitsu is more romantic because it's a 1v1. There's a bit of a man's romance about that. Like a pulp, like Seven Samurai type thing about it, you know what I'm saying? Zeta Bea, they're teaming up on you. It's kind of tough. But I think it's incredibly acceptable. This is totally fine. I think that it's better than Ewiar. I think Ewiar still has a chance to go wrong. Galleon is incredibly painless. You just die to a big mountain stepping on you. That's fine. Axia, you get a concert. I think it's worse than Axia, better than Ewiar. I think that's fair. Okay, next. Seophon. Isn't Seophon, like, extremely powerful? I feel like you would instantly die. I'm not a Grand Blue lore head. Can somebody explain to me what is the boundary? Same as Kagemitsu. Now, Kagemitsu, it's a 1v1. Seophon is so much more powerful than a regular guy, you would like vaporize on the spot, I think. What is the boundary? Can somebody explain this to me? I'm not a Grand Blue Lore guy. The border between the realm of gods and mortals. Yeah, I would literally just vaporize on the spot. That's acceptable. That's totally fine, IMO. I think that's better than being crushed by a big rock. Titania? I think it's better than turning into a fairy and dying in fairy combat. You know what? I'm gonna put Titania over here. Cool. Cagliostro. Okay, so Cagliostro. So she's an alchemist. I know that she transformed herself. But will she do that to me or will she just kill me? Crushing insects like you bores me to tears. I'll turn you into paste. Okay, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. So she's gonna turn me into some kind of glue. That's not great. Yeah, not a fan, honestly. I can't say I'm a fan. We're gonna have to rate that one pretty low. I think depending on how playful she's feeling, it could be all the way down here. But if she's just turning me into a glue and I'm like dead, then it's up here. But I think split the difference. It's worse. It's better than Cosmic Spiders. But it's pretty bad. Marwyn. Okay, spiritually, this is not great. Because it seems to me like he's gonna make you feel despair. His flavor text is like, I'm gonna make you feel really bad. And then send you to the Shadow Realm. What's the flavor text on this? Okay, that's not good. I feel like you'll die. But, I mean, okay, all of these you die, obviously. That's the point of the tier list. We're rating how well it would, how acceptable these deaths are, right? This would make you feel really bad. Before you die, you would feel, it's, at least it ends though. You know what I'm saying? Like, you would feel bad, but then you'd get sent to the frickin' Shadow Realm. I think it's mildly disturbing, but it's not, doesn't last long. I feel like length is a factor. You know? Length is a factor. Sophina. Okay. So she's really strong. And she's upset when she has to do work. That's fair. Relatable queen. I don't know. Am I crazy? I feel like she could kill you in one hit. She literally embodies strength, like the card, like the Arcana. I think you would literally die immediately. Like One Punch Man style. But her effect, she can drain you of your strength until you die. That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. I feel like this one could go either way. It depends on how she wants to take me out, I think. If she's draining me of my strength until I'm dead, it's about as bad as Linkle. If she kills me immediately, it's fine. Split the difference. Put her, like, over here. Okay. Lashena. This is pretty good. I feel like this is Choreomania. You just attend the concert, and then you dance yourself to death. It's Dancing Plague. This is totally fine. That's a die with a smile. I feel like I could enjoy that. Miera Bane. Well, I don't know, man. I feel like you would literally just get bisected. Yeah, you literally just get bisected. That is fine. That's fine. It's not great. I feel like it would be pretty painless. But over here. Well, yeah. Yeah, okay. UL Sociate. It's some more fucking Fey Realm bullshit. What is this? Sword and fan. Mystic Fire type beat. You get cut 4 times. Is that the Grand Blue lore? Is the Grand Blue lore that you get cut 4 times and die to Fox Flame? Not great. It's not instant, you know. Not being instant is pretty bad. I'm gonna put it down. I mean, it's about as bad as drowning to death. Okay. Owlbear. Surely Owlbear is fine, right? The only thing I don't like about Owlbear is that you get struck by lightning also, and that seems pretty painful. You get hit by lightning too, and that's pretty bad. It's definitely better than drowning. I think I'm gonna put that over here. It's almost acceptable, honestly. I think I'd rather die to Owlbear than Wolfrod. Okay. Unkei. What does she do? Okay, so she's a capitalist. You play a game with her, and if you lose, you die. But how does she kill you? You get turned into coins? Turned into coins is pretty bad. That's pretty bad, man. I won't lie to you. Turned into coins, not great. I think my contention. Do I keep my consciousness as a coin, or am I like just dead, kind of? Seems kind of painless if she's just turning me into a coin. If I don't keep my consciousness. If I keep my consciousness, horrific. If I keep my consciousness, that's very bad. Midas touch style? It's fine, I think. I think there's definitely something a little bad about transmutation into an inanimate object. I'm going to put that over here. There's something like wrong about that in my mind. I don't like it. All right. At least with Imari. With Imari, I kind of just become immortal. Like an immortal little guy. Kind of bad, but once I become an immortal little guy, it's kind of just an eternity of doing nothing. Or like having fun at the best case scenario. Anne and Greya. I think it would piss me off to get killed by teenagers. That's definitely a factor. I think getting killed by teenagers who are still in school, that would really piss me off. That would not be great for my ego, certainly. The good news is I don't think Anne and Greya fuck around. Like, they're mages, but they would just, like, blast you, right? They're not experimenting on you and turning you into glue or whatever. They would just blast you with, like, an arcade missile. That's kind of fine. They're not fucking around, okay? I don't like being killed by students. I think that would annoy me. It's certainly better than freezing to death or drowning to death. And it's better than... That's probably up here. Okay. Gal Mew. Okay. Doesn't seem great. Okay, you would just burn to death. That's not great. That's about on par with Phylan. But at least she's not putting you through, like, a spiritual trial. She would just burn you to death. See, with Anne and Greya, there's the chance that they would just blast you with an arcane blast. And you would just, like, you would not feel it, I think. This is guaranteed burning. That's not good. Zoe. Okay. If I'm getting killed by Zoe, I think I'm the bad guy. Isn't she like the Rayquaza of this universe? She's like protecting the world or some shit. She's like Rayquaza, right? From Pokemon. I feel like if it's gotten to the point where Zoe is confronting me, I'm like, what? I fucked up somewhere, I think. Cosmic laser. I mean, that's acceptable, man. That's frankly acceptable. Put that over here. Aragavi. This one is pretty bad. He's gonna hunt you down. Like, psychologically, that will take a toll on you. For sure. It's not great, man. It's not great. He's got claws. He's got a big fuck off hammer. It would hurt a lot. Okay? Yeah, that's pretty bad, man. But there's definitely worse. I think it's about as bad as getting teleported into a black hole. Because it would also take a long time. You know? It would take a long time. It would be incredibly stressful. Okay? It's pretty bad. I'm actually gonna move Marwyn down. I think Marwyn is a spiritual death too. I think getting immediately teleported to a black hole, at least it's kind of cool. Well, Charon. Okay. I feel like if I'm confronting Charon, I'm already dead. Because she's the Oars woman. If Charon was the one killing me, at least I'd know there's like a system in place. Okay? She's part of the grand design of the multiverse. I feel like it's fine. What's wrong with this? Like, at least if you're dead to Charon, you're part of the bureaucracy of Hades, right? It's bad? Suffer in the afterlife? I mean, it doesn't say that in the flavor text, though. It just says that she's a devoted worker to the underworld. Wait! Prone to excessive punishments. Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. That's not good. That's not good. I did not see that line. That's pretty bad. Hold up. I don't want to get tortured in Hades. I feel like I'd always be stepping on eggshells around her. I feel like she's a real stickler for the rules. It would be kind of annoying. And the stakes are high. If you break the rules in the underworld, 10,000 years in the pit. Okay, so that's pretty bad. I'm gonna put that in bad, I think. Because if you are on her good side, I feel like it's fine. But it's not great. It's punishment for her colleagues, for her employees, not for you. Is that true? Fact check? Fact check true? It's punishment for her fellow employees, like her subordinates, not for regular souls. Fact check? There's multiple people saying that, so I guess that's fine then. Not over here then. Salefa. Guardian of Water. She's compassionate. She's a that's big. That's big. She's compassionate. She's a guardian deity. But if you were her enemy, you would get drowned. Okay. I feel like she's kind of fine though, man. Drowning, obviously not great, but she'd be nice about it. She'd try to make it painless, I think. I think that's better than Nuamdus. That's better than Phylene. It's better than this. It's probably better than all of these. I think it's up here. I think it's better than Wolfrod too. Okay. Zwei. That's not good. Zwei's not great. I think one thing is certain, she's insane. I know she goes through a redemption arc and all that, but it's kind of scary. Victoria's got big claws. I'm not liking my odds. I think this is pretty bad. I feel like it's better than Aragavi, though. And it's probably better than... Yeah, it's probably over here. Okay. You know what? I'm moving Valharia up, I think. Okay. Luo. All right. Grand Blue Heads in the chat. What's Luo all about? What's he doing? He's kind of a dick. Is that true? He's a stickler for the rules. Okay, kind of annoying. Is this any good? He buffs you and then you 1v1? That's kind of sick, man. He seems kind of annoying, but he buffs me and then we 1v1? That's kind of sick. That's straight up good. That's better than Kagemitsu, I think. Okay. Arya, Lady of the Woods. War is coming. Okay, so I'm dying in a fairy war. Dying in the Great Fairy War, honestly, that's straight up acceptable. I don't see the problem with that. I think that's better than Titania. Because Titania is not transmuting you. You know what I'm saying? Dying in the Great Fairy War, there's something cool. There's something fantasy about that. I think it is worse than instantly getting exploded, though. Because you might die by 1,000 cuts. That's pretty bad. I think it's up there. Amelia Silver Captain. This feels pretty mundane. This feels pretty mundane. I don't think there's anything too special about it. That's rather not tier. I think it's worse than getting killed by Salefa, because Salefa's nice to you. Okay. Valharia should be lower. Her followers are afraid of getting teleported. Okay, pause. Fact check. It's a bit Eldritch Hoarder Style. That could be bad. Hold up. No, stay away from me. Okay, you know what? We are moving her down. Boys, we're moving her down. That's pretty scary. You know? That's actually kind of spooky. Go back to the list. It seems like I'm looking at the flavor text of Velharia's companions, and it seems like incomprehensibly bad in a way that I can't really fully understand. Like if we go here. Wait, this guy is actually manipulating Velharia? That's crazy. This guy's the big bad of the Runecraft class. A random silver. Disturbing child. How repulsive. I don't know. It's kind of 50-50. The devotee and the supplicant are treating Velharia like a tool. The congregant seems deeply afraid of something. The congregant seems deeply afraid. What's he interested about? Reaching enlightenment. I don't know. I feel like okay, the problem with Velharia is that she did make a pact with some kind of outer god. It could be some kind of eldritch horror. I think we should move Velharia down. I think you are correct, chat. It's pretty bad. If it's as bad as the flavor text says, we're putting that all the way to the bottom, bro. Like it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad, man. Okay. Let's take a look at Gildaria. Okay, there's something I don't fully understand. What is an anathema? We don't know. We know what an encroacher is now. It was explained to us. We don't know what an anathema is. What is that? You're ripped asunder? Sound waves to decimate her enemies. Oh, that's not good, bro. That's not good, bro. Ripped asunder? That's pretty bad. I think there's a psychological torture element with Aragavi and Marwyn. I think it's about as bad as Vi. Sincero. Okay, this guy's just gonna steal all your shit and then kill you. It's kind of annoying. I feel like it's a... Octress seems to be able to manipulate you on a psychological level. Sincero, I think, just kills you. I think it's over here. I think it's not as bad as getting hunted by Aragavi. That seems really bad. Norman. Okay, so he's an academic. I can respect that. he's just gonna summon golems, and then you die by golem. Dying by golem, not great. Dying by golem, listen, it's not good. But honestly, compared to some of these other things, it's relatively mundane. I think it's about over here. Like, you get pummeled to death. That's not good, right? But I mean, it's like not the worst. Forte. I feel like this would be instant almost. Because she's really fast, right? You would get impaled and immediately die. I feel like it's kind of fine. Am I tripping? Am I biased maybe? I feel like this would be completely fine. She's so fast. You wouldn't even know, right? You wouldn't even know. I feel like that's borderline acceptable, frankly. Okay. Milteo and Luzin. Okay. I'm actually kind of dreading reading the lore of this one. It's probably something really fucked up. Okay, let's see it. Why is it like a haiku? That's not good. They strip you of your ability to love? I think that's like a spiritual death already on the real. That's really bad. That is not good, man. Oh, Lord. I did not know that they did that. That is not good. Good God. Wait, that's pretty bad. That's like... I think it's worse than getting teleported to a black hole. Wilbert. I mean, Wilbert seems like a pretty chill guy. What's wrong with dying by Wilbert? He's just kind of a tired knight. He's just a little bit tired. This is fine. I feel like this is completely acceptable. And also, because he's not like mad at you. He's just kind of doing his job. Would I prefer to be killed by a knight who is impassioned or killed by a knight who is doing his duty? I think doing duty is worse. I think with the passion, at least, like there's a human spark to it. With Wilbert, it feels like he's just going through the motions. I think that's kind of bad. I think we're putting that over here, below Amelia. Okay. Himeka. Let's see. The kinder people are to me, the faster they die. What does that mean? What does that mean? I'm a little worried about this. This is stressing me out. Okay. Let's be kind to each other. Let's be kind. Why are they all the same? Okay, hold up. It's the evolve one. The worshiper began. Oh, this is not good. This is not good. You become obsessed with her. And then you lose your damn mind. Oh, that's not good, man. That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. All of these are really bad. Wait. That's really bad, dude. You also lose the ability to sleep. You lose the ability to sleep. You lose the ability to drink, to eat, and you go insane. That is one of the worst. That is one of the worst, man. I'm moving the Hardia back up, man. That's let's put that. Let's just send me to hell. Just send me to hell, man. Okay. Karula. Tell me about Karula. What's the difference between Himeka and Lishana? Lishana is not. Lishana is an outer deity. She's not trying to make you worship her. I think. And even if she is, you're at least going to a concert. Okay. It's kind of fun. I like live music. Tell me about Karula. Karula is a robot, isn't he? He's a martial artist. But he does have lasers. And he can punch really hard. I feel like you instantly die. I feel like he punches you and you like Kali Ma Indiana Jones 2 style and like just goes straight through your heart. That's better than her. It's kind of cool to die to a robot. I'm gonna put that over here. Okay. Sandal phone. Okay, any Grand Blue Andes? Somebody explain to me Sandal phone. What's he all about? What's his deal? Smiting power? He's an outcast angel. Okay, question. Is he in good standing with like heaven? If I die by his hand, can I get like redeemed and go to heaven? That's kind of the question. I don't know. I feel like, listen, I'm not an evil person, I think. So if I'm dying by his hand, I feel like it'd be kind of an honor. They are war machines. Okay, that changes things. I didn't know that. Is that Grand Blue lore? Angels are the first primal beast. Nothing to do with heaven at all. Ugh, okay, it's getting worse. It's getting worse. It's getting worse. Okay, if we're not talking about metaphysical stuff and he's just a primal beast, would I just get, like, vaporized? In that sense, it's fine. That's total. That's up here. I feel like he's also less annoying than Seovan, so that's up there, man. Lai Maga. Okay. Oh, you get killed by brambles and thorns. And she hates having fun. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. I think you just get encased in thorns and die by 1,000 cuts. Not great. It's worse than getting beaten up by golems, I think. It's down here, man. Okay. Kuon. Okay, this is incredibly powerful. Kuon is one of the strongest characters in the lore of Shadowverse. I don't think I would feel anything. Wait. Hold up. Fingertips that burn with god power. Okay, if you die to the celestial Shikigami, I don't think you feel anything. This is pretty bad. This is fine. This doesn't do anything. This one is pretty bad. This one, I wouldn't even feel it, I think. I feel like I wouldn't even feel it. So it depends on what he's using. Or what they're using, I should say. I think it is mildly disturbing. But it's at the top of this tier. Okay. Uluon. Okay, dude. This is bad. This is really not good, man. For multiple reasons, I think. One, like Slaus, there is an element of hope. You get a bit of hope that, oh, maybe it won't hit you. But then you get crushed to death. It's pretty bad. This is, listen, it's not like, it's not worse than I think it's over here. That's pretty bad, though. Burnite. You get carbonized? Good God. It's also a curse. So it feels like it would take a long time. It's a curse. This is one of the worst, man. This is one of the worst. This is in hell tier for sure, man. That is bad. That is down here, man. I think it is better than Himeka. At least I'm still me. No, it's pretty bad. This is like, all of these are like 0 out of 10, man. Like, I can't really compare them. Will Nass. Okay. Where are we at with Will Nass? Would I feel it? Would I feel it? I feel like it would be really fast. Burn Knight curses you for life. Burning alive is bad. I mean, they're all bad, chat. But we gotta sort these. We gotta sort these by relativity, right? It's pretty bad. I won't deny that, right? I think it is better than drowning beneath the waves. It's probably up here. It's the same as Galmu. Okay. Medusa. I feel like Medusa is straight up acceptable. You just turn into stone. That's totally fine. Okay, but Medusiana will eat you. So that's the bad one. If you get turned into stone, kind of sucks. It's about the same as Unke, I think. If you get eaten alive by Medusiana, pretty bad. Pretty bad. I feel like it's about as bad as Unke. Rulanai Valneric. Oh, that is not good. That's not good, man. That is really bad. That is really bad. Oh, oh no. I mean, very similar to Milteo and Luzin, they strip you of your ability to feel. This is worse than Milteo, too. Oh, Lord. Lordy, lordy. That is straight. That's bottom. Belial. Okay, Grand Blue Heads, I'm gonna need your help. He seems really annoying to die to. I'll tell you that right now. Sadist. Very powerful. Seems pretty bad. I think it's definitely down there. Is it as bad as being experimented on and turned to paste by Cagliostro? I feel like this would be sad on a spiritual level. Because I just get experimented on and turned to paste. That's pretty bad. He's Satan? Okay, yeah, that's right down here, man. Does he kill you though? Because cruel is eternal torture and you don't get to die. Does Belial kill you? He does? Okay, cruel is still worse. Next, Fediel. This looks pretty bad. Diseases? Ooh, getting inflicted by disease is not good, man. That's gotta be the worst out of the 6 dragons, for sure. That's down here, dog. That's down here for sure, man. I think I'm moving Aragavi down. I think the psychological torture of the Eternal Hunt would drive me insane. So I'm moving Aragavi down. Okay. Rodeo. Fair judgment. Senseless killing, forbidden act. He has unlimited blade works? I didn't even notice that, but he does. He actually has UBW. That's actually borderline acceptable, man. Oh, that's actually kind of that's pretty sick, actually. I think that's better than Eternal Fairy War. I'm gonna put it above getting killed by Mierabane. All right, Ether. I feel like this is totally fine. I don't think there's. I think this is almost die with a smile tier. What's the problem with this one? This feels completely okay. IMO. You know what? I'm putting that above Lashana too. Okay. Kukashiro. This has got to be bad, man. Carve open your chest, weigh your cowardly heart. This is not good, man. Mankind no longer wishes to play games with us, but I will not pardon you as such. I yearn for our game to continue. This is not good. That's really bad. That is not good, man. That's down there. I think it's worse than mildly disturbing. I think it's about as bad as the Chariot. Olivia. Okay, let's see Olivia. I think contemplating my mortality this much is starting to affect my mood a little bit. I won't lie to you. This is starting to affect my mood a little bit. She is a dark angel. I feel like there's a bit of inherent pain with that title. I mean, I don't know what the hell this is, but it doesn't look like it'll feel good. It'd feel good, you know. It's definitely worse than Sandalphone. Like what? I don't know what this is, but it feels like it would be. It looks like it'd hurt, and it also feels like it would feel bad too. So I don't know. Doesn't seem great. I'll be honest with you. Put it down here. Odin. Okay, we're not ranking Oguri Cap for obvious reasons. That's ridiculous. All right, we're ranking Odin. What's wrong with this? I feel like I would literally immediately die and then go to Valhalla. That's actually fine. What's wrong with that? Is there a problem here? I don't see the issue. Olivia is an acceptable tier? You think so? I don't know, man. I don't think it depends. Is it Rage of Bahamut lore or Grand Blue Fantasy lore? Olivia, this is not Grand Blue Fantasy, Olivia. Because it wasn't in the Skybound Dragons set. This doesn't look like it would feel good. What's her other art look like? Hold up. Okay, listen, I know this is a metaphor, but the word blade and carve, not loving that. I don't like that's where her head is at, you know? I could be convinced either way, but I think it's still not great. I'll put it above Zwei then. You know what? I'll put it above getting pummeled by golems. You can be over here. All right. Odin, I feel like I literally just instantly vanish. I think that's completely fine. Put that up here. Okay. Izudia. Where are you at, man? Okay, so he's a nihilist. That's a little annoying, but both in lore and in his effect, he kills you without you even noticing. No, Cruel tortures you with eternal pain. Izudia is the opposite. Wait, hold up. Ceaseless pain. Wait, hold up. Life is close. No, he's trying to end the pain. He's ending the pain. Look. Read the lines. Okay? Perish before it shatters your fragile hearts. Give in to the pain and just surrender. Listen, his nihilism, it's annoying, okay? But you literally don't even notice. And it's explicitly stated. That's up here, man. Listen, you don't even notice, okay? Urius, okay. All right. So I don't know about the lore here, but he's got tentacles. It's not great. Don't like that. Don't love that. And in the game, he binds you and drains your life. That's pretty bad, man. Demonic corruption. That's not good, man. That is pretty bad. I think that's worse than Limaga for sure. It's probably worse than these guys. Is it worse than getting diseased? Probably like here. Okay. Lalanthum. So she eats you. Yeah, that's really bad. I don't want to get eaten alive. That's down here with Gilnelise. Guard you. Embodiment of violence. Okay, that's not great. It's not great. Peerless claws. Okay, so listen, I know that Garyu is a noble character, but Amataz, he ends you swiftly and then you get fed to the trees. It literally says in Golden Supreme that it's the embodiment of violence. That seems really bad. Okay? That does not seem good. But it's also kind of implied that Garyu has tamed these guys and made them less bad. Am I reading that correctly, you think? I feel like it's really implied that Garyu made these guys not so mean. Roaring incarnation of hubris, blah blah blah, but then on the evolved form, sets off on a journey with its sworn brothers, once spent its days in mindless boredom, but now it's fulfilling, it's shaping the chaotic world to its image. I think, honestly, gotta put some respect on Garyu, and we gotta put that in Amataz tier. Rather not. Fenny. What does Fenny do to you anyway? Cleansing fire. It's not actual fire. It's cleansing fire. It purifies you before you die. Dude, hot take? That would feel kind of good, I think. Is that crazy to say? I feel like that would feel good. Listen, in all of these, you're dying. It's not great. But I feel like this would feel kind of good before you perished. You get cleansed? That's pretty good, man. I'm putting that up here. That's better than Ether. That's better than Luo. That might be better than Yubei. Listen, Yubei, you go to sleep. That's fine. But getting cleansed? That's kind of sick. I kind of like that. Okay, Cerberus. Where are we at? Okay, so she's unknowable. She's annoyed by her job. This is about the same as Wilbert then, isn't it? Although a little more annoying because you kind of just get ripped to shreds by dogs. Okay, that's pretty bad. Ripped to shreds by dogs, don't love it. You also get burned. Oh, this is actually worse than I thought. Hold up. Okay, so let's review. I feel like getting burned to death and ripped apart by dogs worse than just regular burning to death. It's probably down here. Okay. Jean. I mean, this is straight up holy. I feel like you would just get vaporized. This is acceptable. Frankly, this is completely acceptable. Wilbert here. Now, Wilbert, listen, Wilbert, he's going through the motions. I don't like it. He's too dispassionate. Jean? I feel like it's righteous. You would literally just dissolve, I think, into light particles or something. And that's kind of what happens in the game too, right? That's straight up acceptable, man. I'm putting that up here. Okay. Vera. All right, this one is some Grand Blue Head stuff. What am I looking at with Vera, guys? So this is when she's already a Luminous Primal Knight. So she's merged with, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know the lore. I don't play Grand Blue. She's merged with Luminera Omega, right? Is that what happened here? What am I looking at? This feels fine. What's wrong with this? And in the game, too, she just vanishes you. What's the problem with that? There's nothing wrong with that. There's definitely worse deaths. That's up here, man. Okay. Ralmia Sonic Boom. Not great. Not great. She's a robot. I mean, she does got lasers. But you kind of die to an army of lasers. I mean, this feels like overkill, to be honest, sending Ralmia after me. Because she's like a weapon of the future. I think it would be painful. You die at the speed of sound? You think so? Hold up. She's faster than the speed of light? I didn't know that. Wait. That is literally instant. That is new information to me. That is literally instant. You wouldn't even feel it. The only thing that I don't like about it is that it doesn't feel... I mean, it feels like nothing. Like, the ones here and die with a smile, it would feel good. So, okay. Orcus. Where are we at with Orcus? I think Lloyd is scary. I think it's bad to die to Lloyd. Is that a hot take? This is at least Zwei tier. I think Zwei is more sadistic. But Lloyd is a spooky guy. I don't like him. It's a scary little guy. So I think I'm going to have to put that higher than Zwei, but still pretty bad. Let's put that over here. What? You know what? Zwei is way too low. Cerberus should be down here. For sure. These guys are up here. Okay. Because these are kind of mundane. These are mundane ways to die. This is horrific. Like, everything from this point down, horrifically bad. Mildly disturbing is just kind of, it's kind of a mundane tier. Okay. Gete no U. What is she all about? What am I looking at? She kidnaps you. That's not good. And you stay in her realm for the rest of your life. But there is an end. So she's the beginning of the test. So if you die to her, pretty fast. You know? Pretty fast. It's definitely better than getting to Kukashiro and then getting your heart ripped out of your chest by a sword and then having it be weighed on a scale and then you have to play a gambling game to get your heart back. That's not good. I feel like with Gete no U, it's the beginning of the test, and honestly, you might just, like, explode. You are kidnapped into a casino. It's not great, but it's definitely better than Kukashiro. Kukashiro is the worst out of the fates, I think. It seems painful to get your heart carved out of your chest and then forced to gamble while your heart's dangling in front of you. This seems pretty bad. I mean, Get to Know is not great. I think getting kidnapped to a realm of gambling is pretty bad. Like, I'd be separated by the ones that I love. That's kind of sad. I'm going to put that down here, I think. Opulent Rose Queen. What am I looking at? So you would die to Brambleburst. A yearning for beauty is what turns a man's heart crimson. What does that mean? I would fall in love with her. I was gonna do that already. Totally acceptable. But what does Bramblefurst definitely doesn't seem like it. It definitely doesn't seem like it feels good. Okay, there's a folk legend about not disturbing her. That can't be good. This has got to be at least as bad as Limaga. It's like the same thing. Okay. Ryo. We're almost done, man. We're getting to the end. We're almost done. What an insane stream. Ryo. What am I looking at with Ryo, guys? Elimination manifest. What does that mean? Do you just... This does not look like it feels good, man. That looks like it's painful. Ryo deletes you? Yeah, but look at this shit. This shit looks like it hurts like hell. All right, hold up. I need more information. Hold up. Truthful elimination. This does not like it feel. This looks like it feels really bad. You just get deleted? You think so? If you just get yeetus deletus, it's kind of whatever. I just don't look at him, man. He looks like he's enjoying it. It's freaking me the fuck out. I don't like it. Are you seeing this shit? It's worse than Izudia for sure. Because at least Izudia is trying to help me. This guy looks like he's enjoying this shit. I don't like it at all. Big lightning bolt. I mean, this does look like I would get obliterated in 0.5 seconds. Or less. Okay, it is basically instant, you know? So it's up here. But I don't like how he seems to be enjoying it. So I'm putting it down here. Okay. All right. Azure Ifrit. This has got to be one of the worst ones, man. This has got to be one of the worst ones. Any life he touched would crumble away. He will deliver salvation until all the weak are dust. This is not good, man. This is not good at all. This is worse than Galmew. See, Galmew, she's got fire, but I feel like it's relatively normal. This sounds biblically bad. Hold up. Why is this one in bold? This is really bad. I don't think it's as bad as Burnite. Because Burnite curses you and you feel scorching, carbonizing pain until the day you die. So it's not as bad as Burnite. It's definitely worse than Wilnas and Galmew, though. I think Wilnas is better than Galmew. And I think I'm going to put Galmew. This is down here, man. It is not good. It is not good. Okay. Ginsetsu and Yuzuki. Where are we at? What am I looking at? Midsummer's Night Dream. Grand Yokai of the Hellish Banquet. Two disasters became one. A nine-tailed terror. Extinguish your light, silence your breath, and hide until the break of dawn. Okay, not great, man. I'll be honest with you. It's pretty bad. I feel like that's about equivalent to the Great Hunt of Aragavi. Beelzebub. Okay, I need the Grand Blue Heads back in. This guy's gotta be bad, right? This can't be good. There's no way this can be good. That looks incredibly painful and very spiky. Is this as bad as Belial or not as bad? Any Grand Blue Heads in the chat? What am I seeing? What am I looking at? Better than Belial, okay. It's pretty bad. I'm gonna trust the Grand Blue guys on this. I don't play Grand Blue. I'm gonna put him down here. I mean, I'm gonna put him above being eaten alive by bugs. Okay. Ruler of Cocytus. That has gotta be the worst one. Like, I don't think there's anything worse than this. This is so bad. Like, yeah, just on a metaphysical level, that's down here, man. That's all the way at the bottom, dog. All right, Aura. Okay, so pretty bad. Here's the thing. It's a 50-50, right? So he's either slamming you with a hit so hard you instantly get vaporized, or you turn into a bird forever. One of them is much worse. I think turning into a bird forever is some kind of punishment on par with like Greek tragedy. Getting slammed by a hit so hard you instantly die, fine. I think the 50-50 of this, not great. It's definitely, I don't like the uncertainty. I'm putting it worse than Uluwan. Okay? Ernst. Okay, so she's a bureaucrat. I feel like you wouldn't feel it at all. Am I tripping? She's so big, first of all. And I feel like you would just instantly die. What's the problem? I feel like this is worse than Jean, but it's straight up acceptable, man. Like, it's up here. Okay. Okay. Shadow. What is this shit, bro? I don't like, he's got too much going on. Okay, so he's got floating spiky hands. He's got horns. He's got demon heads. And he's got a snake. I don't like, I feel like there's a number of ways that I could go. And all of them are pretty bad. This is even worse. This is not good, man. Let me take a look at the lore. Hold up. Struggle, fail, lie spent in the dust. But as long as thy demons survive, the training will go on. I have a generous stock of games prepared, but little mercy. That's really not good. That's really not good, man. This will take forever. And it'll hurt a lot. Yeah, that's just send me to hell. It takes too long. Next, dimension climb. Okay, what am I looking? Dimension climb. Okay, so this is not really a guy. You're just going into another dimension. So you're being removed from this world and you're getting transported to another. Okay, being separated from all you know, kind of bad. But honestly, that's like up here, dog. I feel like I could just make a new life. I could adapt. I'm putting that up here, man. That's the best one. I don't even die. Hold up, new tier. That's a new tier. New life. That is incredibly acceptable. Okay. What's wrong with that? Okay. Next. What do we got? We got Calgadantha. This has got to be one of the worst. He takes away your free will. This is really down there, man. This is really bad. That's down here, dog. That's like down here. That's down here, man. Like, that's worse than Himeka. For sure, it's worse than Himeka. Himeka is not doing it on purpose. This guy is extremely evil. That's like here. That shit is disgusting. Noel. Well, I don't know where I stand with Noel. Where is he? What the hell? Oh, there he is. Okay. So he's clearly corrupt. This is pretty bad. He's not corrupted. He's clearly corrupt. He says that he's cleansing the corruption, but have you ever played Warcraft 3, bro? You ever heard of Arthas Menethil? That's basically what this is. This is Arthas Menethil. I think getting slain by Yidmetra as a blade would feel really bad on a way that I cannot even really comprehend. Because it's like dying to an outer god. I feel like my soul would be lost in the eternal abyss if I died to any of the encroachers, to be honest. What am I looking at here? Okay, it's Goo Goo Babies. This is not good. Noel isn't the outer god. No. You misunderstand. Yidmetra is the sword. And I don't know what happens if you get killed by that. Is it like Suicide Squad katana style? His sword traps the soul of his victims. I'd recommend not getting killed by him, etc. I think they're both pretty bad, man. Here's the problem, okay? It's kind of hard to rate these ones because I think getting killed by the Pact Bearer sends you to the Encroacher. And in that sense, these are all terrible. They're all horrifically bad. Because I feel like my soul is lost in the eternal abyss. So I think literally all of these are at the bottom. None of these can be good. So you see, Shim is also she's gonna send you to the Calgadamfla and you're gonna get mind control. That sucks. This is bad. Okay. Where am I at on Lion Thoth? What does she do? I think there's definitely some that are worse than others. Shim, really bad. Noel, pretty bad as well. What's Lion Thoth's deal? Let me take a look. Huh. Okay, so she's an atheist. And she wants to kill everyone. Erased from existence. No afterlife. Not great. I think it's better than Danthla. Danthla's got to be like one of the worst ones, man. That's fine. I kind of have to rank the Encroacher and the Pact Bearer together because the Pact Bearer uses the Encroacher to kill you. They're one and the same, except for Armez. So See, I don't like Yidmetra because she has like weird delusions of familial relation. It's freaking me out. What is this? It feels kind of like Granny Goodness style. You guys know about Dark Side? It looks not good, man. What does she want to do to me so tight that it bursts? I feel like dying to Noel, not a big deal. But because the sword is Yidmetra, I'm really worried about it. Okay. But definitely Lionthal feels not as bad as Noel. I do not want to spend an eternity playing Goo Goo Babies. Okay? Where am I at next? Althenia. What's she all about? What's she and Sathan all about? What's this about? Ancient and unknown. We've destroyed a bunch. I may cease this for life. Creating a new. Eld cannot go on. They must relink. This is perfect. This is actually fine. This is fine. She's trying to destroy the Eldritch gods and have a new cycle. What's wrong with that? I mean, it's not great to die to this, but like compared to the others, this is honestly fine compared to the others. This is like Amataz. I was really not expecting that. Sathan is borderline good. This is about as good as Amataz, man. Put that up here. I'm surprised by that. Sagatsumatsu and Vorlalai. All right. Where am I at here? Okay, so she just beheads you because she doesn't like watching people suffer. What's wrong with... I mean, that's not good. Okay, she's insane. That's pretty bad. But she doesn't want to watch you suffer. She just kills you immediately. Okay. Vorlalai. Vorlalai is noble, almost. Vorlalai is a good guy. Hold up. Okay. I think there's nothing wrong with Vorlalai. Look at this. Look at this lore, guys. She's trying to stop Sagatsumatsu from killing. And when Sagatsumatsu does kill, complete painless clean kill. This is I mean, Sagatsumatsu doesn't have great intentions. I gotta put it below Sathanid. But like that's frankly, that's not bad. Okay, Yogg Zentha. Tell me about Yogg Zentha. What's he all about? He's cast tens of thousands of worlds into blank. Okay, this is not great. I don't like this grand design bullshit. He's clearly just using Camisilla to kill Omegotep. But what is he casting worlds into? That seems really bad. I do not want to see my entire world get cast into super hell or something. That's not great. Camisilla, what are you about? Okay, so she's got low self-esteem. She's gonna dissect gods. This is pretty bad, man. This is not good. You get experimented on, and then you get cast into an infernal abyss from which there is no escape. That's really bad. That is really bad. That is down here, dog. That is probably worse than this. Okay. Bibati and Armez. What is Armez about? He's a himbo. He's a himbo with a harem. And all Bibati does is be his eyes. What does Bibati do? What's Bibati all about? Bibati wants to stop the cycle, too. There's infighting between the Eld weapons, man. Listen, I don't like Armez, okay? And I'm jealous, frankly, that he has a harem and I don't. I'll just be completely real with you. But it would be completely painless. And he's trying to end the cycle, or at least Bibati is. That's up here. That's better than this, I think. Yeah. Okay. Omegotep. That is really bad. That is really bad. That is not good, man. Good God. Yeah, that is really bad. That's worse than Belial, man. That's actually worse than this. Or I mean, it's about equal. But these two are, I think I'm pretty confident that these two are almost legitimately incomprehensibly bad. Like, these two, this is really, really not good. Okay. Okay. I'm pretty satisfied with this. This is good. I think we came across the correct outcome. Disagree with Kag, she's not evil. I'm not sure about the Grand Blue lore, so I might be mistaken. But the in-game flavor text scares me. She's turning me into a paste. Like, what is that about? Okay, if you can give me some context about this, I would like to hear about it. I guess my big question, do I get experimented on by this person? It's fine, she's just threatening. It'd be bad to die to her. I'm seeing some disagreement in the chat. What happens if she wants to kill me? Do I get experimented on, or do I just get eaten by a snake? I need this simple answer question. Sorry, I need this simple question answered. And then I can figure it out. She manipulates allies? That doesn't mean anything to me. How am I dying? Mind control? Creation powers? I'm hearing some contradictory information. Well, listen, if it's just that I'm gonna get crushed by a big rock or snake or whatever, then it's probably fine. So let's just put it there. Okay. But if I'm getting experimented on, it's like down here. But I'll take your word for it as a player of Grand Blue. We'll just put it up here. That's fine. Okay. That's pretty good. I think this is correct now. Because these, I'm pretty confident this bottom tier is correct. This is all horrific. Like, this is so bad. These are all 0 out of 10. This is pretty bad. This is kind of mundane. Borderline. Frankly, fine. Good. And the best, where I don't die at all, I just go to a new dimension. I get isekai, dude, with a smartphone, okay? With a fridge. This is the best. All right. That's it for this video. This might be one of the stupidest videos I've ever made. But honestly, I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys had fun too.